All right, let's see if we go live. All right, are we live? There we go. Now we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm getting you guys all set up here. Sorry, there's a bit of a I'm trying out something new. And it's taking a bit of my, it's a process. So I'm trying to pump everything out at the same exact time and get all of them going at the same time. All of the different live streams and all the videos. I'm trying to do it in a different way because what I'm realizing is that there are a lot of people that are a lot of people that are I
are what?
don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of people that are just one second. I'm trying to get this sorted out. That are. Did that do that the wrong way? Okay.
That are hungry, that are short, that are busty. But I'm feeling the adjective.
Sorry, just a second.
We can't play this endless game of Mad Libs all day, Tommy.
Sorry. I'm trying to set up. It's a bit difficult because what I'm trying to do is like I don't want people to sit over on YouTube for like a super long time, you know. And I don't want people to sit up over on YouTube for a super long time waiting for me to go live. So one of the things that I have started doing is I've been trying to go and stream and get it open so that there's no like really big delay, you know? Because like a lot of people click on the live and then it's like, it's starting soon. It's like that for 10 minutes so we get TikTok up. I don't want that to be the case anymore. So I'm trying to set this up.
Well, should we take guests while you do that?
I think we're live here. Do we have guests in the box?
It was somebody. Oh, they're gone.
Okay. Sorry. I'm waiting. And then I have to go live on YouTube Shorts, and it's like a whole process. That's also why we're going to be moving. If you guys watch over on YouTube Shorts, we're going to be moving that over to a different YouTube because it's just really, really.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everybody tap that screen. Let's get it up there. Let's shoot for 50K for the first half hour or so. Then up to 100K. And let's get us out on the For You page. Everybody tap that screen. Gift the panel. Gift the live. See if we can hit our gift goal of 20 cowboy hats. That seems reasonable. And interact. Tell us your least favorite Trump policy of the day.
Just 1 second. Now this isn't starting up. Okay, there we go. It's like it's been a whole process trying to get it all going at the same time. So just bear with me if you're watching over on YouTube. I am trying something new out. So I don't think this is going to be particularly long live. I have been working out. And I've been talking with Jaden. I don't want to talk about what exactly I'm doing. I'm just telling you that I have a plan. And I hope it works out. But it's going to require some help on your guys' part, which we'll get to in just a minute.
That's right.
If you guys are over on TikTok, if you guys want to go ahead and double tap the screen, comment, interact, help get some people in here, would appreciate it. That would be swell. Yeah, it's going to require some help from you guys over here, which I'll get to in just a minute. I just want to get some more people in the live. But if you guys can double tap the screen, comment, interact, I would appreciate it. All right, we're live up over on YouTube Shorts as well. Still working on this and getting this all streamlined so that it's not a pain in my ass and it flows. Because right now it doesn't flow that great. By the way, if you guys are subbed over on TikTok, interesting feature I just learned about. You guys can suggest your own emotes in the chat. I don't know if YouTube does a version of that, but TikTok does. So if you guys click on the sub thing and that through the emotes and you scroll through there, you can actually send in your emotes to be used, which I would appreciate because finding funny, hilarious emotes that fit into that size are very difficult. So there's a whole bunch of us.
That's right.
Yes. Danny, appreciate it. Resub for 1 month at tier 1. They've been subbed for 27 months. Are we on the eve of nuclear war? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it a lot. Iran having nuclear weapons is a major problem. I don't think we're on the eve of nuclear war. I think that the delivery systems that Iran has are largely pretty, the systems that they have are not sufficient. They do have ballistic missiles. They could perhaps shoot a whole shitload of them at once, and some of them would skirt past our defenses. I don't think that they would do that. Iran's not stupid. Their calculus is pretty measured. They don't have, the thing is, it's mutually assured. They don't have the ability to defend against attacks, and they don't have the ability to continue their nuclear program, their nuclear weapons. They just don't have enough nukes. They don't have enough nukes. So, even if you were to get into a shootout, it'd be over for them pretty quick. They know that. Everyone knows that. The point is that they're like, nuclear power gives countries positioning and posturing to be like, we need to be listened to, because it makes them much more of a threat than they otherwise would be. You notice how, like, there are other countries that have, like, super militaristic juntas, right? Like Myanmar. Nobody's paying attention to them as an international threat. Mm-hmm. No one. Right? And so a lot of these countries look for nuclear power. They look for various different things to gain legitimacy, even if it's in the wrong way, right? It gives them legitimacy. It gives them a degree of respect when they come to the table that they otherwise would not be entitled to, nor no one would give them, right? That's just a reality. So this is really why these countries are doing this. And yeah. Hey guys, if you guys are over on YouTube want to hit that like button, would appreciate it. If you guys are watching on YouTube Shorts, by the way, it is moving. If you go into the link tree in the bio, it's going to be on the other channel. If you guys want to sub or anything like that, you'll have to come back over to this one. And yeah. But if you guys are over on YouTube Shorts, hit that like button. If you guys watch over on YouTube Shorts, it's going to be moving over to a different channel shortly. I'm trying to diversify content so I can do what I want to do over there. The question is really how and finding the motivation, and but I at least want the option when all the stuff sort of aligns. Working on a lot of new stuff right now, and have some ideas, and hopefully they go well. I think they're going to be pretty successful.
Oh, good.
And yeah,
they better be.
Yeah, it's just going to take a lot of it's going to take a lot of work. I don't know how successful it's going to be yet. Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell you. But we'll see. And I'm adding that into all the other stuff. I think this is probably the easiest thing that I have to get going, that I want to get going. So I'm going to start here. But yeah, if you guys, by the way, so the deal is we only get people to debate us if you guys double tap this and get this out on the For You page.
Yeah.
So if we can get up to 50K likes as soon as possible, that would help us get out on the For You page. Danny, arrivederci. Danny, appreciate it. Thank you. Heart of Dixie, the resub with the resub with the Prime. Sorry, I missed it this morning. Heart of Dixie and Danny, appreciate it. Thank you guys for the subs. Yeah, I think it'll work.
It better.
It should work. I got so much stuff going on right now, though, that I don't think it's going to be a super long live. I need to get this done, because if this works, it's still going to take me 2 months to get paid. So, like in anything, it'll take me 2 months to get paid. So I really have to. This was an idea that popped up a few days ago. It was like, shit, this could work. And it requires TikTok staying around, but we're going to try. So.
Yeah, skipping the primaries is not very democratic. Neither is trying to overthrow an election. You're a tutor? Jesus Christ.
You remember when Trump skipped the election?
Any word on that? You want to hop in?
He skipped the primaries? Do you remember that? When Trump skipped the primaries?
There you are.
J-Mac, appreciate it. Thank you for the Prime with the 3 months. Appreciate it, J-Mac. I'm going to add those two. I'm going to actually add the 3 because I didn't add it from this morning. Over onto the sub goal. We have a 30 sub goal for today. I'm hoping we can hit it. The Prime subs on Twitch are part of that. If you guys want to sub over on YouTube or Twitch, I would appreciate it. You guys can gifted sub, as well as on TikTok. 2 things. 1, TikTok subs count for 2, but also, just be clear, You guys can add your own emotes. So you don't need me to do them. I just have to review them and add them. But you guys can add your own emotes now. When you click on the stickers, for if you guys are subbed, you can add your own stuff. So you can go and find stuff that you want to be part of that, and you can add it, and I can go through it. Aisha, appreciate it. Thank you. All right, what's going on? What's your take?
Miss?
Hey, you're talking to me? Sorry.
You're the only miss here.
All right. My take would be that you said Republicans don't know why they support Trump. I
Yeah.
agree with that. A lot of it is because we have a two-party system and people feel like they have to pick one of the two, even though both of them could be terrible, which I think that they are. And
no.
I think Trump plays up people's prejudices and fears on purpose. He's great at doing that in order to turn us on each other instead of, so we won't, so we'll fight each other instead of fighting them. And they're laughing all the way to the bank at us. We'll never be the 1% if this continues like it is.
So I presume you didn't support him?
Well, good. It didn't sound like you did in your comment.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I presume you didn't support him?
No.
What was with your comment?
I was agreeing with someone that said that it's not democratic to skip primaries, because that's true. Democracy is all about dem, and literally means people. It's all about the people being able to vote. I agree with that. That wasn't very democratic. We could find things that we can all agree on. I think that's what we need to do.
But people supported this move, largely in favor of Harris seeking election. And this was part of the
Not all the
protocol.
people that are against the genocide, they didn't really support that. If she would have come out against that, that would have really helped her cause, and she didn't.
That's not your argument, though. You're saying that this was an undemocratic
My argument,
process.
if I'm arguing it.
What?
Sorry, what did you say?
Anyways, that wasn't your argument a moment ago, which was that she escaped the democratic process, which is untrue. She followed protocol because she followed the protocol of their party apparatus. Okay, this is not something that is beholden by any kind of constitutional law. Parties set up the primaries, not the government. And this was a part of their system, of which if the primary candidate were to drop out, that is by default the role of the VP or the running mate to fill in that position.
I don't agree with the system. I don't think that they should be able to do that.
I think that's fair.
Because it's okay, just because it's technically legal. There's a lot of things that are legal. Corporations are allowed to just give unlimited amounts of money to candidates. That's perfectly legal. That doesn't mean it's a good thing.
Nobody argued that.
Okay.
But I'm saying that this was not an undemocratic measure for them to take.
There are a lot of things that are undemocratic in our election system, like
I know. I'm saying that this, in selecting Harris, was not undemocratic.
Selecting. You just said selecting, not electing.
She was the VP pick. Yes, she was elected. She was selected to fill this position because of the rules.
Well, there are a lot of candidates that will never get anywhere close to being president if they don't support.
This is going nowhere. Go away. Anybody else?
Sorry, someone said something. Trump called for the evacuation of Tehran.
Yeah, I sent that over on Instagram. No one wanted it, except for like 90% of the Democratic Party. Go away, that was rude.
You know the backlash that this is going to cause?
Here, I'll mute you too. Let the door hit you on the way out.
You know the backlash that this is going to cause? I can't be on super late, by the way. I got to go work out all the details of this, and a lot of tomorrow as well. So it's probably going to be a pretty short live. I don't know if you want to go live at some point. I'm going to do as best as I can. I have a lot to do to make this work. I have multiple people to coordinate with, and it's a lot. It is a lot. But I need you guys to do me a favor. If you guys could double tap the screen. We're only at 14K likes. That's not good.
Yeah.
Be real. That's not good. Like, at all. So.
I've got the dogs out and everything. What do I have to do for you people?
So there's that.
Anywho. Done.
What's up, man?
How's it going? What's up?
What's going on?
It's going all right.
You looking for Trump supporters or what? Republicans don't know why they.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know why I support Trump.
No, you don't.
Please inform us.
Okay, well, his policies on immigration or what he's looking to do on immigration, the tax cuts, um, energy policy. Those are like my top three. He's done some stuff I don't necessarily agree with, but those are my top three and why I support him.
Nobody can really tell me why they support a mass exodus of the migrants in this country here.
Because I don't want him to be here.
Okay, but that's not a reason.
Why?
I don't want you to be here, but you're here.
I don't want you to be a homosexual,
Yeah.
but you are.
How would you know?
Because of how you carry yourself.
How do I carry myself?
Like a homo.
How's that?
Yo,
Can-
you got a
can you-
sissy ass profile
excuse me?
picture.
I do? Well, turn your picture
Yeah.
on. Turn your camera on.
Sir,
So
put
you
your
can
mouth
wink at me,
down.
butt boy?
I mean, you started flirting at me.
Sweeter
not
than a
me.
3 dot, bro. You sweet.
Bro.
Sweet.
Bro.
Quit
Bro,
talking about my ass,
listen,
dude.
listen.
What?
I said you gay, nigga.
What is wrong with
What
you?
I said.
Damn.
You're a-
Weird.
What is wrong with you, bro? You need to go talk to someone.
Listen, dude. Take it private. $20 a
Bro.
minute. We can do this, but not here. That was
I gotta tell
unnecessary.
this because this actually reminds me of something.
What?
This reminds me of something. Remember the other night I was talking about a childhood friend?
Yeah.
We went out for drinks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have to tell this. I have to tell this story. I have to tell this story. It absolutely has to happen. Okay, here's what happened. I was out with my childhood best friend, right? Or not childhood, but like from high school, like a long time, known each other for 20 plus years. And he was telling me, right, that he went and was dating this guy. I won't say his name, but he was dating this guy. We'll call him Greg. I don't know. He was dating this guy named Greg. I knew him because I hung out with him all the time when I was younger. We were pretty good friends. I wouldn't say we were great friends, but we hung out a lot, right? He used to have LAN parties at his house, right? And I remember one time, this is true, like 15 people there, somebody was looking over some illicit material on this dude's computer,
Oh.
right? And I thought it was weird. I thought it was super weird. Why? Because all of the wieners were blocked out.
Interesting.
And I was like, that's weird. That's weird. I'd never even had the thought to do that. Why would you do that? And it occurred to me that he was super phobic and was getting attracted to the wrong anatomy.
Oh.
So he blocked them all out because it would turn out years later he ended up being part of the community. And I was like, damn, that tracks. I got an answer to this over 2 decades later. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's what that guy reminded me of right there during that debate.
Yeah, he kind of fell
He's
off the
hiding
deep
something.
end real quick.
He's hiding something.
Yeah. I didn't even say anything to warrant that.
No. It's going to be a no from me on that. I don't know who's in the box, but I don't know.
Let's see here.
Dude and Jaden
It's
are
two.
both. Nyeh.
There's 3 in the box.
Are you asking?
We'll spit roast you.
Have I debated this Iran guy before? But it was true. I remember that when I was growing up. I was like, that was weird, and it's always stuck with me as something that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it's like a Roman Empire, not a major one, but Ron, hi,
Hi, how's it going?
what's going on, Ron?
I've never really joined a live before, but I thought I'd just jump in. So you said Republicans don't know why they support Trump. Can
Yep,
I ask
that
you
is correct.
Why, okay, can I ask you why Democrats support the Democrats?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I can. Lots of reasons. I mean, the Democrats in general are just a better party, but their policies on rebuilding infrastructure, their policies on trying to make healthcare and childcare affordable, their want to expand education in this country, those are some of the things.
Okay. So you said expand education. So for the last decade, because I'm only in my 20s, education really hasn't improved while our taxes have went up, while our businesses have failed, while we've been funding wars. So where's the um, advancements in education?
Literacy rates have
Well,
improved over the past decade.
Republicans, I mean, yeah, that's true. Literacy rates have gone up, but you're pointing to like in rural Republican areas, yeah, they're struggling. Clearly, they're struggling. And when you look at the way that education in the system is done, which doesn't make any sense, it's set up for Republicans to keep people stupid, and they do exactly that. Republicans don't want an educated populace. I mean, I think that's crystal
Yeah,
clear.
I
Look
agree
at
with
the
you.
board. Look at the
Yeah, I
boards
agree
that they've
with you,
done
but
fighting the school boards.
yeah, I agree with you, but I mean, honestly, the Democrats just want to control you. So, I
How?
mean, we're
They
not
don't
made to
feel
be controlled. The
controlled.
government works for us. I think everybody forgot the government's supposed to work for us, not the other way around.
So Democrats want to control
I
us in what
So
way?
whenever, I mean, look how they're acting now, right?
You got
So
to be way
everything's
more
bad.
specific,
Orange
man.
man bad.
Okay,
Okay,
that's not
so
have to
Orange
do with
man
control.
bad.
That's not control.
Right. Do you know why things are the way they are in
Can
LA?
you just answer my question before you ask me anything else? What are Democrats doing that would indicate control? Are they banning abortion? Are they banning contraception? Are they banning gay marriage?
They're not,
Okay.
but I'll just take Kamala for an example, right? So whenever she talks, it's
Are you gonna
he's
answer
gonna
that?
yeah, I'm answering it right
All
now.
right.
So whenever I'm just using Kamala as an example, right? Um, so what we should do is fucking ban all of the. They want to let all these random people in without knowing them, right? They don't understand that there are countries in this world that are T groups. There are T groups. So do you want? I don't want to feel the need to carry everywhere I go.
Okay.
Not knowing the good from the bad.
Right. So would Kamala Harris's signing of the Langford Cinema border bill be allowing anybody in?
She had 3-4 years, right?
Well, she
So
didn't do anything. She had no capacity to do anything. But
that's
if
my
she were
point.
to sign the Cinema Langford border bill, would that have effectively let everybody in?
I want to say I don't think she would have been strong on the border.
Well, this didn't answer my question because that was her intention, was to sign that bill, or at least a version of it, which strengthened border security, which added smart border technology and additional agents and facilities at the border. I would say that that would mitigate numbers, not just let people in.
I mean, I agree. As someone who voted for Trump, I've had my ups and downs, but overall, I'm glad with my decision.
Okay, for what reason? He hasn't affected immigration law. You cannot govern solely through executive order as it relates to the border.
Like he wants to so I think he should have signed a bill in 2017, but now what he wants to
I do
do is
too.
pause the raids on the farms, which I totally agree with, right? He's actually
Why is he
listening
going
to
to
the
do
people
that?
for once. Because businesses are telling him, hey, if you want to make America strong, you're messing us up, dude.
So now he's okay with exploiting some migrant labor.
The Democrats have done it for years, so you want to justify it that way?
No, Trump does. I mean, have you checked the tags of his ties and shirts and everything like that? His hats? They're
Yeah,
not
they're from
made
China.
here. They're not made from U.S. labor.
Trump's intimidated by China, believe it or not, but
Yeah, I know. But we're talking about migration here.
What are you clicking? I don't know what you're clicking, but
you can hear that.
probably not a
Man,
good time to try and light some meth up, you know?
light some meth up. Funny dude. Funny dude. I only smoke weed, bro, and that's only every now
Alright,
and
can
then.
we get off that, please?
Yeah, easy with.
I don't know if I was allowed to say that. My bad, but I've never been on a
None of
live
that was
before. But
allowed.
Yeah. I don't think either of us were allowed to say either of those, but we did it, so.
Yeah, shout out to TikTok for taking away our First Amendment.
Well,
Nah, but I'll hop off in a minute. But I always see you guys
okay.
live, and I decided to jump in one. See where y'all's mindsets are right now.
Okay.
I mean, at
All
this
right.
point,
Well,
I think we should just honestly side with the president, man. I hate to say
Honestly,
it, but
side with him. Just like, I don't know, throw our hands up and say, okay, here you go, full pass, do whatever you want.
I
damn.
think the
Damn.
Democrats have done such a good job at controlling our anger that we're angry at the wrong things, bro. At the end of the day,
I
we're
think
all
we're
fucking
angry at
Americans.
the absolute right things. I'm mad at the fact that he's trying to gut the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I'm mad at the fact that he's intervening on labor contracts with the TSA. I'm mad at the fact that he's mass deporting people. I'm mad at the fact that he's attacking women's reproductive rights. I'm mad at all of these things, the fucking grossly incompetent administration that he's appointed.
You should be more mad at the fact that Democrats have let chaos run wild for years and years and years.
You understand that violence in red states is considerably higher per capita than they are blue states?
I can tell you right now, bro, I'm in Texas, and all that shit in LA ain't going on here.
Okay, because he's not sending them
It
there.
ain't
Isn't
going
that
on
funny?
here because because you're not listening to the propaganda. But by the way, there are protests in Austin. There are protests in Dallas.
Yeah, no, I'm in Dallas. Like, I agree with we should have peaceful protests, but Abbott shipped them all up north.
Okay, and
So you get what
Abbott
you vote for.
shipped who?
All the immigrants. So you get what you vote for.
He shipped.
And you're blaming that on us? We didn't vote for that. Nobody
I'm not
asked those
blaming-
people to be trafficked up north. They have the means to process and facilitate those migrants coming in here, and he sidestepped that. They have an abundance more federal resources to handle that than states like Illinois.
If the Democrats wanted them in,
It's what's so wild to me. You know what's so wild to me? Like just from an objective perspective. One, I haven't heard Republicans talk about the shooting at all, but also like you guys see the violence that goes on in red states. Like if you live in like urban areas, you see the violence. If you're spread out, you're less likely to see it, right? Because if 1 million people live spread out across a state the size of Montana, you're not going to hear everything that happens, right? If there's 20,000 people in any various different city, sure, you'll hear about the bad things or whatever, but they'll be in between. But when you have millions of people in a certain area, there's stuff happening every single night. Every single night. Because there's millions of people. It's easier to sell people on it. The fact that you guys are concerned, scared, whatever, about some protests is the least of my fucking concern. You're talking about a 2-block area. I can get shot literally anywhere. So I'm not that concerned about a 2-block area. I can just stay away from it if you think it's that bad.
yeah, no, I agree with you.
So
it's what can we do to prevent it at this point? I mean, this is years in the making. I mean, it's not just throw your hands up, right? So
damn it. All right, well,
All right. Oh, these are going up.
I
That's good.
literally said M once and it fucking
Flagged you.
flagged my shit.
Oh,
Okay, well, I'm going to have to reset.
oh
but-
come on.
So I had
Why'd
to
you
end
have
that.
to say that?
I know. I'm gonna be real. It was fucking hilarious. okay?
Yes.
It was hilarious.
You could have texted it to me.
Did I have to say it? Did I have to say it? No. But I wanted to. Before I leave out on here really quick and just reset the live, can you guys all do me a solid? I need a favor.
I've sent you enough feet pics.
No, send me. Okay, I need a favor. I need you guys to follow this account really quick if you guys don't follow it already. I need to get up to 10K. It's part of my deal. I need 10K followers for this to work. So if you guys can follow this account before I reset, I'll reset in just a minute. When we come back in, bombard the chat, double tap the screen, comment, interact, help get some people in here. That would be swell. If you guys are over on YouTube or Twitch, hit the like button. Ethan, appreciate the resub for 5 months. No Kings was lit. Appreciate it. Thank you. Harry, appreciate it. Thank you. I have not seen your message yet. Just give me 1 second to reset. Make sure you guys are following this account if you don't. And please go watch the video all the way through and like it. Help get some interaction with it. It's kind of critical to what I'm doing. and how I'm going to save the platform. So I would appreciate it. I'm going to reset really quick. I'll be back in about 30 seconds.
All right.
Jaden, I'll see you then.
See you then.
Did I have to say meth? No. Did I want to?
I saw someone.
Actually, I'm going to close out of TikTok really quick. Can I confirm it? Looks like Trump has convened the security cabinet for tonight. Looks like a decision on whether joining strikes against Iran is likely tonight. I don't see Israel, but they don't need the U.S. help. They literally have air dominance over Iran right now, so they need the U.S. to get involved. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I fear that I do want to make a video on TikTok about it in just like a little bit, which is why I don't want a super long live. But I genuinely fear like the Trump administration is gonna alienate the United States. This is very clearly a problem, and I thought no new wars. Have they made a determination? So are they planning on just willy-nilly, like no fucking intro, just gonna drop bombs? Just gonna drop bombs? Is that what's going on? If you guys are over on TikTok, double tap that screen, comment, interact, help get some people in here, would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let me hit the restart button. But yeah, if you guys want to follow this account, I would appreciate it. It's part of my goal here.
Well, we're back. But at what cost?
I have a plan. I have an idea.
Oh.
I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to see.
Man, what the... Okay, there we go. It glitched out for a second. It said
So I'm
8
just
viewers.
curious, what happened to No New Wars?
Oh, just kidding. Bless you.
Could we get some No New Wars in the question mark in the comment section? What happened to this?
No wars?
I knew that Israel was Arrivederci. Hey, David, appreciate it. Thank you for the hats over there. The hat.
Mm-hmm.
So they bombed. Is the U.S. gonna back? I don't know what's happening.
Seems like they will.
Because No New War is about to end real quick. David, appreciate it. Thank you for the hats over there. If you guys want to support squeaky tank sounds. We should do that at least for a minute. Someone could make a meme, and you can submit it if you're a sub over here, and it should just be like squeaky tank, like when it gets awkward with someone in here. Squeaky tank. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah.
There, you know that meme with Megamind that says no bitches? Should it just say no new wars?
Yeah, but if you guys are subbed over to TikTok, you can actually create them and send them over. And what's cooler is I was just checking, I can set them up as a goal. By the way, really quick, there is a sub goal over on, there's a sub goal over on TikTok, and it has it set up so if it hits a subway, not subway, subwave, there's like a new set of emotes. But I have to leave the live before I set it up. So there's a new set of emotes for you guys to hit a subwave on. It's just more subs to do it. But there's some new emotes if you guys want to sub, you want to give some subs, and or submit some subs if you guys are on there. No New Wars. What happened? What happened to No New Wars? I didn't think they were that serious, to be honest with you. until like just now. But I was like, I know that there were some strikes going on. I didn't think the United States was going to get involved. Now it looks like that's going to happen. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I have a plan. I think it's going to work. It's going to require a fuck ton of effort on my end, but I think it'll work, and I think it'll make my life a lot easier in multiples of different ways. I also, I don't want to share that yet. I have a lot of stuff going on, and it's getting it set up so that it all functions appropriately and all functions in a streamlined flow. And this is one of the first things that I'm working on getting out there, and I have to do it soon. Dustin, appreciate the 5. Thank you. Squeaky Tank, no new wars? No new wars, Squeaky Tank? Pat, okay, that's cool. Dustin, appreciate it. Thank you.
We got some news to cover here too, if you like.
Gone for me. What?
We have some news to cover as well at some point.
All right. 1 second. You want to go ahead and go with the news?
Yeah, give me just a second here. Pull it all up. All right, let's see here. Trying to prioritize them, from important to least important.
Arrivederci.
Oh, this should be enough. All right, let's see what we have here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
How many stories you got for us today?
About 5 or 6. Some, just a mix of different things here. Jury finds MyPillow founder Mike Lindell. Okay, here we go. Defamed former employee for a leading voting equipment company. Let's see here. A federal jury in Colorado on Monday found that one of the nation's most prominent election conspiracy theorists, MyPillow founder Mike Lindell, defamed a former employee for a leading voting equipment company after the 2020 presidential election. The jury found that 2 of Lindell's statements about Eric Coomer, the former security and product strategy director at Denver-based Dominion Voting Systems, including calling him a traitor, were defamatory. It ordered Lindell and his online media platform, formerly known as Frank Speech, to pay Coomer $2.3 million in damages, far less than the $62.7 million Coomer had asked for, to help send a message discouraging attacks on election workers here. So that's story number 1 here. This is a real interesting one here. The Trump organization launched a self-branded mobile service and $499 smartphone dubbed Trump Mobile, signaling a new effort to court conservative consumers. Now, they're running under the guise that this is a U.S. made and produced phone. It is, of course, not. But the new mobile venture announced that Trump Tower in Manhattan will operate using the networks of 3 major U.S. wireless carriers. Some key details about the venture include those about the family's partner in the business, and financial terms of their licensing agreement were not immediately disclosed. The new network will be available for the subscription price of $47.45 per month, of course, a reference to Trump, who was the 45th president in his previous term and now serving as 47th. Yeah, you could have fooled me. The announcement was also promoted the launch of a sleek gold smartphone that will be designed and built in the United States. Now, let me just remind you all that it is not. Okay. Let's see what else we have here.
1 second, really
Go
quick.
ahead.
1 second, really quick. Tia, appreciate the 5 gifted subs over on YouTube. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat? Dustin with the 5 gifted as well. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat for Dustin and for Tia? Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I'll get that added in. Drew, appreciate it for the 25 over on Venmo. Can we get some dubs and drumsticks in the chat for Drew? Appreciate it. Thank you, Drew. Drew, Tia, and Dustin, thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I wanted to ask a question about this particular story because I found it to be interesting. Didn't he already try Freedom Phones?
Yes. Yes, he did.
And then they had to stop, right? Because they were doing Huawei. They were selling the Huawei phones from China, and there were like serious security concerns.
There was
right?
encryption issues. Yep.
Yeah, and that failed because he literally tried to sell a phone from China, despite the fact that he's against selling shit from China. He's literally against. What the fuck? How are they gonna build a U.S. phone? Are there even any phones built in the? By the way, there are not phones that are manufactured entirely here. So I want to be clear. There's none. It may be assembled in the United States. Are there phones assembled? Wait, that are assembled in the USA? Librem 5 and the Liberty phone.
That was it. The Liberty phone.
Okay, so the Librem 5. I just want to see what the specs are. Built on Pure OS, starting at $2,000.
Enjoy.
Starting at $2,000.
Yep.
Wait, let me see the Librem 5 specs. Let's see what the specs are. Wait, what's the chip? Librem 5 processor. I'm curious. I really want to know this. There's someone in the box. It's an NXP IMX 8M.
I got one more interesting story.
Okay, let me see.
Well, two more.
Okay, you do that, and I'm going to read over this.
No problem. So this was interesting. We have just two more here. Where did that story go? Here it is. South Carolina Republican Representative R.J. May distributed hundreds of child porn files under the username Joe Biden 69 feds fine. A South Carolina Republican lawmaker who once preached about the importance of safeguarding children from unnecessary harm is accused of distributing more than 200 files of child, CP, online while using the screen name Joe Biden 69, federal prosecutors have alleged. Robert R.J. May, 38, a member of the House of Representatives in the Palmetto State, was arrested at his Lexington County home Wednesday on a 10-count indictment charging him with distributing child porn material, court documents have showed. It's the old bait and switch. Just call yourself Biden and then do everything you claim Biden's doing, but he's not. And another story here. Trump's FAA pick has claimed commercial pilot license that he did not and has never had. Brian Bedford, the nominee to head the Federal Aviation Administration, for years erroneously stated in his Republic Airways bio that he was a pilot with a commercial rating. Donald Trump's nominee to head the Federal Aviation Administration long described himself in an official biography as being certified to fly aircrafts commercially, but records examined by Politico show that he does not hold any commercial license. And last story, and I guess this is just one that I found rather interesting. 53-year-old billionaire Sanjay Kapar has died after a bee stung him in the mouth during a polo match, triggering a heart attack. So that's one billionaire down. I'm kidding. Oh, terrible. Sorry for his family. But there's that. And I think that's it for now.
Okay. Wait, let me see. So I did some searching here. Okay. So the NXP IMX8, okay, has, let me pull the specs up here. It has, where is it? So this is, wait. Hold on, where is it? Okay, it has a quad 1.5 gigahertz core. It says it can handle 4K video. I'm going to tell you right now, it can't. So I have to go back. One second. This is actually terrible what they're putting in this fight. This is criminal. They're charging $2,000 to put this shit together? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're on... Hold on. iPhone. We're on the 16?
Yep. Enjoy your phone.
I pulled up the I pulled up the Qualcomm, the Snapdragon chip. It's painfully. So we're on the A18. By the way, they should give it some new cool name. Okay, so this is actually crazy. So the Qualcomm blows the A18 out of the water. By the way, I think that's a computer chip. That's not a phone chip. So the A18, which is the iPhone 16, is 4.04 gigahertz plus 4 efficiency, 2.42 gigahertz cores. So 8 gigabytes of RAM. The NXP is a quad 1.5. It's a quad 1.5. The Apple A18 is 6 cores, 4.4 gigahertz, plus 4 efficiency cores at 2.4. So 10 total cores with 8 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know what the final was, like $1,600 for Pro Max. They're charging $2,000 for Trump phones. They get a 1.5 gigahertz 4-core processor, which, by the way, I'm looking up to see what the nearest one was. One second. Hold on, let me see what phone this is. So basically, you're paying $2,000 for an equivalent iPhone 6.
Are you talking about the Liberty phones?
The Liberty phones with the processor they're using.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
You're paying for an A8. Now, don't get me wrong. There was nothing wrong with the iPhone 6. I had it for a long time. That was a great phone. Cannot handle what you do on it now. $2,000 for a phone with the equivalent processing power of a phone from 11 fucking years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Am I missing something?
Well,
is there
just
like
your
something
money.
that would make that not true? Apex? Yeah. Is it? Apex, appreciate it for the 5. Thank you. Democrats actually should release some gangs into red states at scale. That way they'd understand what normal people feel in rural areas around them. Apex, appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 over there. I'm sorry I missed it. I'm not missing anything, right? Like, there's no techie gonna tell me that I'm missing something. That's a fucking iPhone 6 equivalent fucking phone.
But it's American.
I mean, there are some things that the phone had. What did the phone have? Where's the phone? Wait. Where is it? Okay, what? Okay. Librem 5. Which is a stupid fucking name. Quad core fucking operates off ARM.
Drew, thank you for the $50.
Which, yeah, you would expect that.
For the handsomeness
Expect
tariff.
that.
That's right, you got to pay it. If you guys would like to support the handsomeness tariff, while we
You
look
gotta pay
up
the tariff.
Liberty phones, there's a Venmo Cash App in the bio there. I've got my shirt off. I'm keeping it off. It's hot out. It's summertime. Okay? Tits out.
Yeah, Drew, again, appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not missing anything, right? This is just a shit phone. And by the way, I'm willing to bet that the memory or the RAM stuff is not even made over there. The fact it's called the Librem, fucking painfully bad. The Librem 5.
Give me Liberty or give me 3K.
Okay, wait. Let me see what this person's. Oh my God! Someone took a picture of the display. Oh, woof, woof! You need some Coke bottles to see this.
Liberty.
There's people talking shit about it from a year ago.
Yeah, it's very
Where is
bulky.
this? Someone's.
4G. Oh, yeah. This looks like a jitterbug.
Some 4G LTEs.
I've never actually seen one of these before, but Jesus, this is a grandparent phone.
This is bad.
Yeah.
This is criminal.
Let's see the Trump phone.
With 32 gigabytes of storage?
Yep.
The fuck you doing with that? Just saving phone numbers?
You just have to delete every picture you take after you take it.
No, no shit. That's fucking terrible. It's like they're doing Apple shit without the fucking speed.
But they're doing it in America.
Quad core.
America.
Oh, it does have, okay, so it does have a micro SD card slot. I appreciate that. I think they should bring those back. I actually miss that, you know. But to be fair, I would much rather pay for the cloud. To be real with you. I would much rather pay that a year.
Got a micro SD
AJC,
slot?
appreciate the 5, thank you. Thoughts on the new, I mean, the micro SD slot's cool, but I would rather have the cloud, to be honest with you. It's way more
It's
convenient.
also got a micro
AJC,
penis
appreciate the
enlarger
5.
app.
Well, you can't lose the cloud, you know?
Yeah.
AJC, appreciate, I mean, knock on wood, but you can't, like, you know, you can drop your phone and lose everything. AJC, appreciate it for the 5. Thank you. Thoughts on new executive order allowing the VA to discriminate against single vets
I
and
wanted to
vets
talk
that
about
vote
that.
D? Go on.
Yeah. let me pull it up.
AJC, appreciate it.
Yeah, that was the other story I meant to cover here. But this was a January executive order that I guess took effect recently. But Trump has implemented new rules that would allow Veterans Affairs doctors to refuse treatment to Democrats and unmarried veterans. This is based on the January 2025 executive order and subsequent VA policy changes. These rules removed protections against discrimination based on politics and marital status, allowing refusals of care. Critics argue this violates medical ethics and risks harm to veterans. The VA justifies it as legal compliance, but the details are vague. The policy is controversial and debated. No action is needed from community notes at this time. So, that's the only information I have on that. It appears to be true.
There's a lot of vague stuff.
Yeah.
This person's weird. Imagine the low IQ required to give an F about the new iPhone. Bro, that's fucking cringe. That's really cringe. It's like you just wanted to attack someone, and so you made some shit up, and it's weird. It's weird.
Right.
I'm gonna be so for real. From a real humanistic perspective, that's fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. You know,
super weird.
That reminds me. I find it interesting that somehow there's the audacity to censor my Senator Padilla for the simple act of asking a question to the Homeland Security Secretary here. But Mike Lee can go unchecked by making a joke on Twitter hours after Democratic lawmakers were assassinated. And that's perfectly fine with them. I don't want to hear shit about the violent Democratic left or any of that, or Democrats' rhetoric are out of control, when Mike Lee can say shit like Nightmare on Wall Street and joke about this shit. And he was confronted today by Minnesota Senator Smith, rightfully so. But there's not going to be any pushback from the right. There's not going to be any Republicans that are going to condemn that statement. They're going to say how wrong he was and how rushed his judgment are. In fact, they're doubling down on this shit and claiming that it was a Democrat. They falsely accused the guy, Vance is his name, of being a wall staffer. They've posted images now of someone who is not him or his wife, but are instead Democratic Party chair members with shirts that say, "I think, therefore I'm a Democrat." They're accusing that of being the killer. It's not him. Everything to undermine the fact that he's a Republican. But when it gets down to its core, they support it. They like what he did.
Right. Right. They advocate for it.
Right.
I don't know why the fuck they all advocate for it. I don't know why why are you acting like you don't love this? You advocated for it on a regular basis. They fly blacked out American flags signifying that no mercy will be shown, no quarter will be given, and if you're caught by them, you're getting put down. And they revel in that fact. They advocate for civil war. They advocate for cars driving into crowd. They advocate for police killing people. They advocate for political violence at every fucking level until someone does it. And that's the fascist idealization of it. That's the fascist idealization of it. They go, oh, this is going to be so great. And then when it happens, they're like, oh, that looks really bad. We got to back away from it. But they advocate for it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It'd be like sitting there. Could you imagine sitting there and just being like whispering shit into a nutso person's ear, and then they did it and be like you did this. Mm-hmm. This is your logic. You spew it all the time. Someone followed through with it. Now you're getting cold feet. Run to it. Why are you scared of this? Right. You advocated for it. You pushed for it. You praised it. You praised Kyle Rittenhouse. You praised the people that drove through crowds. You praised violence. So stop running from it like you didn't want this to happen. You praised January 6th. The list goes on. Paul Pelosi. It goes on. And then they sit there, oh my God, how could that person possibly have done what I told them to do?
Yep.
How could they have done what I told them to do? Calm down? No, I don't think so.
Anybody want to hop in? Anyone? You know, you wanna.
This dude over on YouTube's weird. By the way, if you guys are watching over on YouTube Shorts and do that on a regular basis, as of about Thursday, there'll be in the broadcast channel in the link tree in the bio, there will be in the broadcast channel in the link tree in the bio, there'll be a new link to the channel. You guys can also go there right now and go sub over it over on YouTube. It's in the link tree. It is the OK Hi YouTube. That's where I will be live streaming on the YouTube short side. So if you guys want to continue watching the YouTube shorts and watching that live format, right, head over there, the OK Hi. That's where I'll be posting it. It's going to be so much easier for me to navigate it. It's going to do a lot more stuff. And yeah, for the time being, they'll largely be public over there, just so I can get it monetized. I've got to make that determination. So once it gets monetized, we'll go back to the way we were doing things.
Nice.
Where the YouTube, the night lives are, where the night lives are only for members. But you can watch it in the vertical format over on there for now until I get enough watch hours for me to monetize. So we have Lex. I don't think is debating. All right. Do we have any debates up in here?
We better.
Up in here. Yeah, if I can get like 10 people that are subbed to send over some stuff over on YouTube for me to review to make as the emotes, or the stickers emotes, I would appreciate it. So Razor was invited, but he's not going to join. They never do.
Oh, yeah, I invited
They never
him.
do. They never do.
Yeah, he just left. He ran.
This guy literally just pointed to what I said. Remember when I was talking about the violence and stuff? He said, ICE use live ammo. See what I'm saying? You praise fucking violence. Well, when you die, just make sure that I get an invitation to your funeral so I can piss on your grave.
It would be nice.
And maybe crop dust it. Because that's really honestly what you deserve.
I think that's valid.
YouTube chat is worse than normal. I don't have any mods over there right now. And I don't know. I do need to get some mods going over to the YouTube short side, but I am going to move it over, so there's that.
Come on, we got 500 people in here. Who wants to join? Converse with us.
See, I literally talk about them promoting violence, and he literally does exactly that.
Yeah.
Promotes violence.
They don't
Isn't
care.
that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Yeah. If you guys want to double tap the screen, comment, interact, help get some people in here. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a super late live.
Yeah.
Because I do want to get some stuff done.
Well.
And this today and tomorrow. But I will promise you guys this. On Saturday, I'll go live. So you'll have me live on Saturday. Just for right now, I have to get this out because I don't. The more time that I'm wasting doing this, the more difficult it's going to be. So,
let me rant
the longer I take to do this, the longer it's going to take me to get paid. So
no problem. I don't understand the appeal behind this shit. Labubu, Labubus, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell they are, but they popped up out of nowhere over the past month or so, and everyone under the sun is buying them. They come in all different colors and overalls and crap, but they all look the same. They're basically Furbies, or Beanie Babies of this year.
Terrifying.
I don't get it. They're not cute. There's nothing that stands out from this one from the other, and for some reason people are flocking to it. I don't get it, and they go for a lot too. Some of them are selling for hundreds. I don't see the appeal. I'm sorry, this is just a waste of fucking money.
I agree. We got someone in the box, really suspect on it. Not sure that they're over the age of 18, so I'm going to ask on that.
Holy Bible.
Oh, can you hear me?
Jesus
Hello?
Christ.
Oh my God, it's a fetus! We got a squeaker! We got a squeaker!
Can you hear me?
We got a squeaker going up. What the hell? What is your major malfunction? I pretty well knew that was going to be the situation there.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, I has a plan. That's all I got prepped. I has a plan, and I hope it goes well.
Oh, it better.
Take your time on it. Blow up in views if you take your time on it. I think the thing is, I'm just positioning myself to. I mean, this is the thing that sucks. There's a lot of things that I could do now that would help. But ultimately, I'm thinking more long term at this particular moment. And yeah, so there's going to be working on videos for YouTube and stuff like that. This one, when I get this one down on a rhythm, should make it so that nothing else is very stressful. Hopefully, then that we have, good time in life. So, what do you think of Washington, Oregon, and California to stop sending money to the feds and keep it for themselves?
Do it.
I mean, they could. It would just rack up interest, and I don't know what would happen. I mean, the feds would probably try and stop sending money. It could cause problems. I don't know. I mean, the feds could just try and weasel California out. But and be honest with you, being on the West Coast, I think the West Coast is largely done with the rest of the country.
Pretty much.
To be 100% real with you, I think we're really fucking done.
Yeah, we're packing up. We're moving out. You're on your own. If we're a separate country, we wouldn't have to worry about them. ICE would just be an invasion.
Yeah.
Well, it already is.
So, we're here.
But a foreign invasion.
All right. Yeah, I mean, this guy came back and still, dude, take no for an answer. What do you have, sex offense charges? Fuck.
Ugh. Who's back?
Jesus Christ. Fucking weirdo over there.
Who?
Coming back on multiple different fucking accounts. Some dude over on YouTube.
Yeah.
Fucking go away. Take no for an answer. Fuck. Creepy ass fucking dudes. Yeah. So is Josh out for the night?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, his extended family came
I forgot
over.
to put the 14 and 3. Gotcha. But yeah, if you guys want to sub over on YouTube, Twitch, Patreon, TikTok, would appreciate it. I think this is gonna work. I think my plan's gonna work. Jaden, I can't say anything yet.
I know, you keep hinting at
What
it.
do you think? I know. It's not that serious of a plan. It just takes time. It's not even like I'm doing that much, all things considered. It's just getting everything set up to do a bunch of shit. It's gonna be a deal. So, Washington, Oregon, California, let them all join Canada. I agree.
Sure.
I think it'll work. I think it'll work. All right. I'm going to call it for the night.
What?
I will be back on. Yeah, I'm going to go work on this. This is super important. Wait, do we have people?
Do we?
I think we have a debate.
I'll
I think we have a
talk to
debate. We'll take a couple debates.
Okay,
I think we have a couple
good.
debates.
I'll relive my ass. Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
Hey.
how you doing?
What's up?
Doing
So-
all right?
You debating?
I don't want to debate you. I want to work with you. I want to agree with you. I agree with all of the stuff you say.
All right. Even the thing about
Yeah.
Labubus?
Of what?
Never mind, it's not important. Well, yeah, all right. Well, we're glad you're on the right side here.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm up in Calgary. Trump is over here right now, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, I know. He flew right over my
Yeah.
house.
Oof.
You.
I guess he's going.
Gross.
I guess he's.
All right. Well, I got one more.
I guess he's leaving
I got
early today.
One more. Thank God. No, to keep him. Fuck it. No, not thank God. Keep him.
No, we don't want him.
Keep him.
Yeah,
We don't want him.
you mean our 11th?
We don't want him either.
Our 11th premier.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want him. By the way, if you guys could follow this account right there, the News Dude one, YYC appreciate it. I'm gonna bring this person in and see if they want to debate. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. All good. Thank you.
If you guys didn't follow this account from earlier, make sure you guys are following it. It would help me. It's part of my larger goal. If you guys are over on YouTube or TikTok or YouTube or Twitch, if you go into my Instagram in the broadcast channel that you can join, you can follow that account. It would help me out a ton. So you get the appeal. They're terrifying. All right, I got the mute.
Hello. Goodbye.
Okay.
What's up, Bridget?
All right, make sure you guys are following. If you guys haven't followed it, it's also in my thing. It's part of my plan. And you might be able to tell by the stuff I posted on it.
Anybody else, please? Don't leave me.
I have so much shit to do.
Oh.
To be fair, though, like, this shouldn't take me that long to get set up. It should probably take me, like, 2 or 3 days. It's already technically started, but the continual part of it might take me 2 or 3 days.
Well, all right. Do what you must.
So, yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys follow, I need 10,000 followers on it. That's the problem.
At least 10,000.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna call it for the night because I am gonna go work on this because I need to get this done. But if you guys want to follow, support the channel, would appreciate it. I'll be back in tomorrow. I'm sorry it's a bit chaotic, but to be honest with you, like, just to go over everything, the Trump administration has kind of fucked me as a content creator. And so I've been spending the last however many months trying to figure out how I'm going to fix it. And I found a route. I just need time.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's going to take me a minute to set it up.
Well, everybody give me a
But he
follow
really
in
fucked me,
case I go live. I might try co-hosting with Parker. That went pretty well over the weekend, so we'll see. But, yeah. That's what's going on here.
All right. Sorry it's a short night tonight, guys, but we're going to regroup and come back in tomorrow.
Yep. All right, everybody. Take care. See you
All
later,
right.
Tommy.
Take care, everyone.